Hello, David Youree families. I wanted to take a time now to go over our annual Title I fall meeting. We are going to do a video this time and just send it out to you guys so you can view it at your leisure. So why are we here? The Every Student Succeeds Act requires that each Title I school hold an annual fall meeting so that we can give our families information about what the participation in Title I means, what the requirements are, and how you can be involved in our school. So today you're going to learn about your rights as a parent in a Title I school. I'm going to tell you how our Title I funds were used. I'm going to tell you a little bit about our school improvement plan, what our schoolwide goals are, how a parent can be engaged in our school, the funds that we used, our policy and compact that you guys helped us create. And we're going to discuss a little bit of the curriculum and the assessments that your child will be partaking in at our school. At the end, I'm also going to tell you how you can be involved and what you can do to help your student achieve their highest potential at David Youree. So some of you may or may not know what a Title I school is. This law was passed back in 1965 under the Elementary and Secondary Education Act. It is the largest federal assistance program for our nation's schools. So what that means is we receive extra funding from the federal government. These dollars are used to help us identify students that experience academic difficulties and provide them with more assistance. We're able to purchase additional staff, programs, materials, and supplies, and we're able to have our family engagement nights. I know last year we did a lot of online, but hopefully we can get you guys in the building as soon as possible. So some of you may want to know, what are my rights as a parent in a Title I school? So we send out a lot of surveys, so you are requested to be involved in decisions that we make both at the school and then with our district level. You're supposed to be provided with information on your child's level of achievement on the tests that they take. You can request and receive information on the qualifications of your child's teacher and the paraprofessionals, which is our EAs who are working with your child. And you can request opportunities to meet regularly to help us suggest, participate, any appropriate decisions about the education of your child. So our school-wide Title I funds help us address the needs in our personnel, the technology and equipment, our staff development, our parent engagement, instructional materials, and other programs. One category that we use the majority of our funding is on personnel. This personnel is on top of what the county already provides. So one of them is me. My name is Ms. Kawisa. I'm an instructional coach. We use that funds also to have Ms. Hun, who is our behavior interventionist. We have a total of 5 academic interventionists, but 3 of those are paid with title funds. So we think it's more important for your students to have people in the building that are going to help better serve them. The next category that we use some of our Title I funds is on instructional technology and equipment. We were able to provide every homeroom classroom teacher a ViewSonic board that will help increase engagement in the instruction in their classrooms. We were also able to provide kinder and first grade iPad carts that they can use with their students. And we were also able to purchase a poster maker to help us create posters that the teachers can use for engagement in their classrooms. Staff development is another one that we can use our Title I funds on. Last year, due to all the COVID restrictions, we were very limited to what we could provide our staff during that time. Mr. Mullins is a Title I ESL county office employee, and he was able to come last year and provide an ESL overview And this year, he's going to come to continue to work with our staff so that we can better serve our ELL population. We also started to do things last year with the book, The Energy Bus, with Mr. Van Allen. He spoke with us at the beginning of the year to help us create our vision and our one word. You'll see some of that in the building as well. We will continue to provide teachers with what we called last year Thriller Thursday. These were where we picked individual teachers who were excelling at certain things that could provide other opportunities for our teachers. I also was able to send our leadership team to Model Schools Conference this past summer, and they learned some tremendous things that they're going to share with our staff to make DYE even better. We are also able to purchase instructional materials. We were able to purchase Do the Math manipulatives that we are able to use in intervention with our Tier 3 and Tier 2 students. We're also able to purchase any other type of manipulatives. I know each grade level has their own specifics, and we were able to help purchase the things that they needed. Our other programs this year, our 4th and 5th grades will be participating in the program called Study Island. This will help them engage in activities in math, science, ELA, and social studies. It is a computer-based program. We also have for our K-3 grades, RAS Kids. This is a reading ELA program that your students will be engaged in. We purchased Generation Genius. This is an amazing site that has resources for our science curriculum. We were also able to send our interventionists to the training with Orton Gillingham. This is an amazing program that we use to help our Tier 3 students achieve the growth that is expected for them. This year, we are using about $12,000 in our parent and family engagement funding. This money is going to help us do grade level specific content family nights. Hopefully we can get you in the building. If not, these are going to be online and we're going to share them just like we did last year. We're able to also purchase some summer slide materials and other materials that we can give you on these family nights. And we're also able to use this money to purchase the school-wide agendas that you'll be using with your child. So DYE has a family and parent engagement policy. This addresses how the district and school will help implement the parent and family engagement requirements of the SLA. The components include ways that you can be involved in the decision-making and activities, how you can help with the engagement funds, how they're being used. You can also help by providing information and training will be provided to our families, and how the school will build the capacity in families and staff for strong parent and family engagement. You have the right to be involved in the development of this policy. It can be found on our website by clicking on the link in our PowerPoint. It also, you can view the Rutherford County Title I Parent Engagement Policy by clicking on the website, or you can contact Michelle Carter, who is the facilitator of federal programs, for more information. And this can be seen as the other two. This is our student, school, parent, and family compact. This is the agreement that we have with you, the student, and the teachers that outlines how the entire school, community, students, school staff, parents, families, all share that responsibility for improving the academic achievement of our students. This compact provides that says that we will provide high quality curriculum and instruction. We're going to hold our parent-teacher conferences at least annually. We do it twice. Provide parents with reports on your child's progress. We're going to provide parents reasonable access to staff. That's through our class dojo and email. Phone calls when needed. Provide parents opportunities to volunteer at the school when COVID restrictions are lifted. We're going to ensure regular two-way meaningful communication between family members and school staff to the extent practical, and we're going to try to do our best. I know we've been sending different things home in different languages, and we will continue to do that for our students. Now, you have the right to be involved in the development of this compact, and at the end of each school year, about March, I send out a survey for you guys to review this and make any other suggestions that you might have for this compact. It also can be found on our website by clicking on the link at the bottom. We do use the Tennessee Academic Standards to provide the academic rigor that your student needs at their grade level. We want to make sure at the end of the grade level that they are ready to take on the next grade. If you'd like to see a copy of those standards, they are listed down at the bottom of this slide. So each child will be taking different assessments while they're at school. All our K-5 students will participate in a universal screener. We use EasyCBM for all our reading and iReady for our math. These assessments will help us determine the academic needs of all our students. Each K-5 student will also be given a common formative assessment that is over the grade level essential standards. These assessments help us determine the academic needs that the students will need in small group settings in the classroom. Second grade will also take COGAT. All of our 2-5 students will take the Tennessee Ready assessment at the end of the year. Some of you may know it as TCAP. So what is a state report card? The Tennessee Department of Ed releases an annual report card on our Tennessee schools. So it includes information on our demographics, our achievement, our academic growth, our attendance, graduation rate for our county, and anything else that's listed in there. You can review the data statewide, or you can choose a specific district or school by clicking on the link at the bottom of this PowerPoint. So what can you do? How can you be involved? Research has proven that we need you. Family engagement in education has more impact on students' achievement than any other factor. Things that you can help us is to encourage attendance. We want your child there at school as much as possible. You can also help by monitoring their grades and all of their schoolwork on our Skyward system or anything that your teacher is using to share that information. You can attend family events and meetings at our school or online. We're going to provide that as well this year. You can also join our PTO, and they can do amazing things at our school. You can read school classroom newsletter or websites that contain different information that your student might need at home. I know most of our teachers provide either a weekly or a monthly newsletter. And you can participate in Class Dojo. That is our school-wide communication this year, so it's going to be very important that you participate in Class Dojo. So each year, every school is required to do what we call a school improvement plan. So this is the identification of what we want to do as a school and what we want to accomplish. So we start by using different groups of people to help determine, to see what is it that David Youree did so well and what we need to help and grow. We take goals and strategies and action steps that we're going to do to help address those academic and even non-academic needs of our students. The school must include family representatives on this school planning team. The school-wide goals for David Youree is we are going to seek to improve ELA and math achievement and value-added scores to ensure all students are prepared for the next grade level expectations. We're going to recruit, retain, and train effective teachers, instructional leaders, and administrators to support our growing and diverse student population. We're also going to implement strategies to ensure all students receive a well-rounded education and can learn in a safe and healthy environment. One of the things that interfere with academic success is chronic absenteeism. That's commonly defined as missing 10% or more of our instructional days. In our district with 180 days of school, that's like missing 18 days of school. So the best things that you can do to help us reduce chronic absenteeism is to build a family schedule, prepare clothes and school bags at night before they go to bed, keep bedtime sacred, create a bedtime stories and have a specific time that they go to bed. Wake up before the kids. Have an alarm clock in your child's room. Keep regularly scheduled doctor's appointments. Start the day with a healthy breakfast. And time the morning routine and practice it to perform to make sure that everything goes perfect. State law required the Tennessee Department of Ed to develop a parental involvement standards in public schools. On July 30th, 2010, the State Board of Education adopted 6 parental involvement standards. Our school makes a daily effort to implement the following parental involvement standards. Standard 1, welcoming all families into the school community. Standard 2, communicate effectively. Standard 3, support student success. Standard 4, speaking up for every child. Standard 5, sharing power. Standard 6, collaborating with community. If you have any questions, we encourage you to visit the RCS website. You can look under federal programs and they can have other information there that you might need. We also have Title I information on our personal DYE website as well. Our federal program central office staff include Mr. Mark Goulian. He is the coordinator of federal programs and he's over RTI as well. And then Michelle Carter and Laura Schofield are our federal program specialists, and they're able to help with anything you may need. I'm also here. Again, my name is Heather Kawiza. I'm an instructional coach here. If you need anything or have any other questions, you can contact me. Also, thank you so much for your participation in listening to our annual fall meeting. If you don't mind, please take a moment to fill out the questions in the forms, and so we can determine how best to serve you and to make sure that our families receive the information that is important.